Okay. Here is my first person of my audience. Here's my second person of my audience. And here's my third audience member. Slow down, I yelled from the passenger seat, but before I knew it, we were in a ditch down by the tree line, sitting in a smoking Toyota Camry in the middle of a field with the windshield shattered in my lap. Today, I will be informing you guys all on automobile safety. When I was 16 years old, I was in a severe car accident that completely flipped my life upside down. Being so close to losing your own life, especially at a young age, really puts your life into a new perspective. Automobile safety is important to be educated on to help us prevent accidents. This comes from being aware of you're driving, and paying attention to outside factors, including driving, pedestrians, and wild animals that could potentially put you at risk for a crash. Automobile safety covers a wide range of categories. I will be discussing the dangers of reckless driving, distracted driving, and the importance of following the rules of the road. In my personal experience with my car accident, the driver was reckless driving and putting everyone in the car and on the road at risk around us. Reckless driving is very dangerous and very common thing that you see on the roads. However, people don't understand the risk they are taking. DMV.org defines reckless driving as when safety of other individuals on the road is ignored, it can result in a charge of reckless driving. The disregard for the rules of the road may or may not cause accident or property damage. Examples of reckless driving include excessive speeding, driving while under the influence, intentionally failing to yield to pedestrians, bikers, or other vehicles, running red lights or stop signs. According to the National Traffic Safety Administration, in 2020, speeding killed 11,258 people, and speeding was a contributing factor to 29% of all fatal or traffic fatalities. In the state of Iowa, reckless driving is a misdemeanor, and consequences include typically 30 days in jail and or $25 to $625 fine to pay, according to James McClurley, an attorney. The easiest thing to do on the road is control how you are driving and make it safe for you and others around you. Next, we will be discussing the dangers of distracted driving. Examples of distracted driving include texting, talking on your phone, eating, having passengers in your car, doing your makeup, etc. People might not understand the true dangers of having your phone be a distraction. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says that texting is the most alarming distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour. That's like driving the entire length of a football field with your eyes closed. Driving is a task that requires your full undivided attention. So when you're reading a text, processing it, thinking about it, typing it out, and sending it, that's all that energy you're taking away from the road and your surroundings. In 2020, 3,142 people were killed in accidents involving distracted driving, according to the National Highway Safety Administration. In order to lower these numbers, we need to start spreading awareness about the dangers. Lastly, I want to put emphasis on following the basic rules of the road that are in place for a reason. This includes wearing your seatbelt, keeping a safe distance between you and the car in front of you, adjusting to certain weather conditions, using your signals, and having your lights on. These all seem like silly things that we might be forgetting to do, but it could be the difference between costing your life or totaling your car. Teen Drivers Source states, in 2020, 1,885 young drivers the ages 15 to 20 died in traffic crashes, a 17% increase from 2019. 52% of those were not wearing seatbelts. That number could have been drastically cut in half if they had worn them. In 2017, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states that seatbelts saved 14,955 lives. States throughout the U.S. have made a better effort to enforce seatbelts and making them a primary law for people to have them on. Having consequences for your poor actions make sure people will follow the rules. Once we get comfortable driving, it's easy to think we're invincible or it won't happen to me. But you never know, and you don't have good control of others around you. It's important to obey the speed limits that are in place. It is important to stay off your phone and give full attention to the road. And it is important to follow the basic rules like wearing your seatbelt, keeping your distance, and using your signals. Remember, at the end of the day, it's easier to stay safe behind the wheel than it is to pay fines, go to jail, lose your license, lose your car, lose your life, or take someone else's. Thank you for tuning in.